What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is David Hanlon, aka the Laptop Legend, and I apologize for missing my video yesterday. It was the first video I missed. I guess the first day I missed. First day I didn't upload a video this entire year so far, so I do apologize for that. I know some of you guys were up waiting for it, and I'm sorry. I feel like I let you guys down, but it has been a crazy 12, 24 hour. I mean, I don't know exactly how many hours it's been. I didn't keep track because I was too busy putting out other fires. So I'm not gonna get into details a ton in this video. I'm probably gonna make a video tomorrow because we actually have a 3-day weekend. There's no trading on Friday, so tomorrow, Thursday, is the last trading day of this week. So I'll have 3 different days over the weekend to be able to make videos about different topics. I'm probably gonna do a recap about this month, the trading this month, and also talk about what happened to me today. So if you weren't in the Discord today to hear me talking about what happened, essentially I got to figure out a new solution, potentially look for a Schwab account, and made it a little difficult to trade today. So I didn't trade at all today, but yesterday I locked in like 4,100 in profits, something like that, and it was a pretty good day today from what I heard. A lot of people were banking in the Discord, had a great dip buy on HMBL right out of the gate, and some other stocks were really running. So I just want to take this this video today and prepare you guys for tomorrow. Make sure you, what is today? Today's the 31st? Yeah, make sure you guys kick off the month of April on a good note. Make sure you nail all those plays. So I want to talk about the stocks that if I get my money cleared, I will be trading. And if I don't, what I would be trading if I did have money to trade. So hopefully you find this video helpful. If you do, please smash that like button. Leave a comment down below if you feel like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's dive into my laptop. You guys know how I do this. All right, guys, so this is the chart for Humble today. And you can see it had an absolutely killer dip buy. Well, you might actually not be able to see. Let me zoom in a little bit. Again, the ticker is HMBL. I trade this stock all the time. Was TSMP, was TSMPD. You still can't really tell. Let me zoom in a little more. Look at this dip buy, guys. So it opens, I mean, it gaps up pretty nicely. And, it closed what? 347. Closed at 347-ish. Gapped up to 371. Amazing gap up. Instantly goes into a morning panic. Goes down from 371 all the way back down to 348. So got a nice little drop there. Nice, what, 22-cent drop, 23-cent drop. And then bounces from 348 all the way up to a high of 380, man. All the way to a high of 380. That is incredible. That's an incredible bounce. Shout out to my man Dan. He made like over 2,000 on this dip buy. And this is my favorite pattern, guys. I love that it's back. It always happens on this stock. I feel like this stock loves to sell off in the morning. You can see like it's very frequent that this stock sells off in the morning. I don't know why. People love to sell this stock off at the morning, and it's very predictable, and then it bounces off of that typically. So I love this pattern. Definitely would have dip bought this if I'd been trading today, but sadly I missed it. But this is the type of thing you need to be nailing. HMBL is still holding its gains pretty nicely. Lots of consolidation here today, so I would not be surprised to see this gap up again tomorrow, potentially be breaking this level, maybe get back over $4. I'm not sure what it's going to do, but maybe it gaps up, goes into a panic, sees a nice bounce, and then breaks this area, or maybe it gaps up to 3.8, goes into a panic, comes down to 360, 355 area, bounces off that, and then goes and breaks through $4. That is kind of what I expect on this stock. Any of those would be a great option to nail a dip buy on and get some of that momentum. So absolutely love this stock. And again, it's my #1 stock of all time in terms of day trading. So absolutely love this thing. And there's so much opportunity on it. So take advantage of that. AABB, guys, this had another beautiful dip buy this morning. And I just, happened not to be here on the day that this happened. But look at this, man. This is juicy. Look at this dip buy. Starts tanking right at open. Opens at 22. Goes down here, tries to bounce at 20, goes a little lower, ends up bouncing. I don't know why it says the low there is. Oh, maybe the low here is 20. That's weird. This candle looks like, all right, that's a weird print on that candle there. Maybe I think the scale was off a little bit, but I mean, this had such a nice bounce, guys. And again, these are the types of opportunities you want to take advantage of. But look at how many green candles it's got in a row. From 20. How many green candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 green candles in a row. What in the world? 20. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. Especially given that these red candles really didn't go down at all. So that is pretty impressive 20 green candles in a row. And what's awesome about this is when you get that many in a row, you know a big red candle's coming, which means there's going to be a good dip buy off that red candle. So there was opportunity here. If you didn't want to chase here, you wait for the huge red candle. It starts to bounce, and you get in. Even if you get in 23.5, it bounces all the way up to 24.8. You can easily make a penny a share there. Absolutely beautiful trade. So absolutely love this stock. There's always opportunities. Love this volatility. Absolutely great. Absolutely great. Some of the stocks that I want to give a mention to earlier on in the video today. EEENF, and I think I mentioned this a few other times. This is one that has a $50 fee on Fidelity because it is a foreign stock. That's what the F at the end of a 5-letter ticker stands for, OTC foreign, and it's a $50. I think it's foreign settlement fee. That's technically what it is. Whenever you buy or sell, no matter how many shares it is. So if you bought one share of this 7-cent stock, it would charge you a $50 fee to buy it and a $50 fee to sell it on Fidelity. So you got to be really careful and make sure you're buying the type of position that's going to make it worth your while. But I've heard a lot of good things about this stock from a lot of different people. So it potentially could keep running, guys. And I think if you're on TD, the fee might only be like $15 or something like that. So definitely do your own research on this stock. But it has gone absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I'm trying to find how I can show that. I mean, it came somewhere in here. Yeah, I mean, it literally came from 0.00. It was lower than that, bro. Maybe this doesn't even show it. On Fidelity, I saw it as low as 0.0001. Maybe it doesn't show that low on TD Ameritrade. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But this thing has come from a very low price. A lot of guys in our Discord got in around here. They were talking about it then. I didn't want to trade it because of the $50 fee. And now look where it is. So people have, millions of shares of this thing. So it might be a chase at this point. But I've also heard people talking about dollar price target for this. I definitely wouldn't be buying in, 50 cents, 75 cents. I personally think that's too much of a chase, but apparently they're on the verge of, discovering a bunch of oil. I feel like we get that story a lot. We had that with MDMP as well, and it just came crashing back down. But, potentially it could be a great stock to continue to look into. So just want to put on your guys' radar. I don't know how to trade this. I hate buying stocks that have big commissions because that means if I need to sell where I bought, I'm already negative $100. So I don't like that personally, but if you buy a lot and you do the research and you like this stock, definitely could be interesting because it definitely still has a lot of potential. So keep that in mind. Speaking of MDMP, this bad boy, I mentioned a video a few days ago, and looks like today was the day it decided to run. So if you had gotten in at all, which I personally wouldn't have done because it wasn't doing much, but if you had gotten in at all, randomly starts to get volume. I'm not sure if it got pumped. I'm not sure what happened, but we know this thing can run when it gets volume. Again, let me go back, 20 days? Yeah, I mean, this thing went from 2 cents to 90 cents over the course of 2 days. So we know this thing can run. And if you zoom in, like this looks like a massive run, man. From 13 cents all the way up to 36 cents. That's a massive run. What is that? Almost a 3x run. But when you put in comparison with from 2 cents to 96 cents, I mean, that's really not that much. It's not that crazy, man. So you got to keep these former supernovas on watch because they pretty much always end up spiking up again later. ACY is just another example of that. This is that NASDAQ. Again, this is the same one that ran. I've done a couple videos on this one, but it ran insane. It went from like $3 to 38, got up to 38 on the same day. I think it was December 28th, I want to say. If I go to 1 year, 1 year, 1 day. Yeah, I mean, it went insane in 1 day. It went from like $3 to $38 in 1 day on the same day that RHE went absolutely insane. But this is a former supernova, and you can see on the chart, like former supernovas tend to spike up a lot. There's always random days where they just go crazy. So honestly, a decent strategy, now that I think about it. I've never thought about this before, but if you see a former supernova, and it's kind of like fading down but finding a base, it might not be a bad idea just to take a stab at it because we see this pattern over and over where they spike up super big, they come down hard, and then they have these days where they continue to run after that. And it's like a sympathy bounce play that's not nearly as big as the first one, but because the first one was so big, there's still a lot of range in here. I mean, bouncing from $8 to $21, that's a pretty big move. And even if you go into the day chart for ACY, they just announced bankruptcy. By the way, that's why they tanked down so much. I mean, if you look at this, I mean, went from $7 down to $2.75 over the course of like a day overnight. They announced bankruptcy, but it had a really nice bounce off of that and up halted, multiple times off of that. And there's a ton of range here, guys, from $2.75 all the way up to almost $5. I mean, that's what, like an 80% gain? That's insane. That's insane. So keep in mind, if it's a former supernova, guys, it's always something you want to keep on your radar. Another example of that is one that spiked up today again. Apparently released some news, at least that's what I heard. JZZI, if I go back here, you can see a little bit better. But this thing went insane the other day. I mean, it went insane the other day. Very recently, actually. I mean, this thing was one of our previous runners, went from 2 to 17 cents. So, I mean, not quite 2 to 96 cents, but that's still a huge run. There's still room for thousands and thousands of profit on that. And, today it decided to do that again because I think it released some news. So, again, former supernovas, guys, are always something you want to keep your eye on. And if they find a base, you might want to just take a stab at a few shares if you're looking for some lotto plays and just see where it goes, because if it spikes up big, like it's a breeze, bro. Just take those easy profits. Let's see what else was moving today. We had LTNC. I can't trade this on Fidelity, but now with a Schwab account, I can probably trade this. Had some nice dip buys today. I guess not a ton of range, but I mean still pretty decent. Dropped from 8.2 cents, found a low at 6.3 cents, bounced up to 7.3 cents, back down to 6.5 cents, all the way back up to 7.7 cents. So I mean lots of pretty clean range in here. I'm a big fan of this, guys. I'm a big fan of movement like this, and it's gonna be cool once I can trade this stock. So this is one you want to keep on your watch list. I mean, look at this. Look at this, guys. That's a nice bounce. Lots of opportunities in the stock. Let's see what else. GTII. I think this had a little panic. GTII had a mini panic somewhere in here. I guess that's not too great. Let's see what else. DPSM. Yeah, this is one of those intraday runners that randomly gets volume, has nothing, and then just fades and dies off. So you got to be careful on these. GYST. This is one of those former runners, guys. They just fade off and die. That's crazy. But here's the thing. So I mean, you look at what this did, and you look at where this is now. So I mean, it came all the way back down. If this finds a base, in this 1.5 cent area, or maybe low 1 cent area, honestly, I think it's a decent trade. Because, you put $100 in at 125, call it, and if it spikes up, to 5, or say even here, it spikes up to 4 again, you sell 4, you just, what is it, more than 3x your money? So you're risking $125 to make, I can't do that in my head. Oh, that's pathetic. What is that? $275. That's pretty good. In worst case scenario, you lose it. So this is the type of thing, man. Where you get like a supernova, and then it calms back down, and then it typically has a sympathy play. It might be over here, it might be over here. Who knows when it's going to happen? But I think there's a chance that it continues to do this stuff. So just always keep these on your watch list, guys. Always keep these on your watch list. Let's see. Anything else today? I would probably have more stocks for you if I were actually trading today. But because I don't, if that makes sense. AITX sat on by Fat Man. OZSC, pretty ugly chart. Nothing super crazy coming out of there. Trying to see if there's anything else. MDMP. Breaking news. It had some type. Oh, acquisition. I guess they had an acquisition. That's what caused it. But, I mean, you can kind of see here, guys, had a nice little spike once it started to find a base a little bit. So it could be tough if you get in too early and it keeps bleeding on you. But I think it'd be a pretty decent strategy. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully I will have some cleared money tomorrow to be able to take advantage of this. I want to see if there's any... All right, I guess WAFU was spiking up again today. I just want to mention a couple NASDAQs in case you guys are interested and didn't see these. WAFU, this held, well, I guess it broke down under VWAP. All right, yeah, kind of an ugly close. Not too confident about this one then. MVIS. Okay, this had a nice close. All that volume came in late day. I'm not sure what this was about, but this is definitely high on watch if you're a NASDAQ trader for tomorrow, holding its gains very nicely. I don't even know what this is, bro. I don't even know what this chart is. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's up so much. Very low volume. Only 1 million volume on the day, but rail doing a little bit. Holding a nice uptrend all day long. A couple of interesting stocks, so I just want to throw them on your radar. EVAC. Now that is a big gap up out of an up halt. That is crazy. Man, so that's I think that's pretty much it, guys. I think that's pretty much it. Again, sorry I missed a day. Hopefully I'll be back on track. Look for my video tomorrow because it is very, very, very important. You guys do not want to make the same mistake that I made, so I'll be going more in depth about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you made it to the end, I appreciate you. I will see you guys in the Discord tomorrow. And yeah, happy 1st of April coming up. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Adios. Until then, you know the drill. Let's grow better together. Preguntar, bebé, dime por qué te mientes. No puedes esconder todo lo que